Right. Okay, so let's run through my recap of the Cage Rage 26 event. First of all, I bought this, which is my my brochure. Cut price here. Cage Rage sell theirs for £5. Now, when I went to Manchester and I got one from the UFC, theirs is double that. So there we are. Inside, same sort of thing. Where do we start? Okay, there was the first bout was a lightweight match. Gary Kelly and Harvey Hara. Now, some of the people that I was sitting near were Gloucester-based people, and they had certain people that they were obviously there supporting, and Harvey Hara was one of them. I hasten to say it's just as well that the people they were supporting won, because they were quite a rowdy group of people. Yes, it was an all right match. Harvey Hara won that. The next one was Edgelson Lua and Chris Rice. Again, everybody was pretty much supporting Chris Rice on that one. They were the sort of crowd that would boo an opponent just because he wasn't the crowd favourite. We heard that at that point that Michael Bisping was in attendance. I didn't actually see where he was sitting, but it wasn't anywhere near me. At that point, I felt the need for like refreshment, so I decided to get up and I went down and I bought myself a can of pop. In fact, it was a bottle, but £1 sort of 60. Astronomical prices. I was expecting it, but there we are. So I got that. If you wanted a hot dog, you were looking at about £3. The arena itself actually was quite small. I mean, they were using 4 blocks were excluded because they bought basically what was an arena. They bought it and they shut a portion of it off to make that portion backstage. But it wasn't a very big arena to begin with, to be totally honest. I think you know, and it was absolutely packed in the end. So so yes, it was much smaller than Manchester MEN, much smaller, and it also had that sort of feeling that you could, with a little bit of stage management, collapse down the arena seats, chairs, and take everything away. It felt a little bit like a sort of collapsible arena, if that makes sense. And it was the whole building is sort of more like an aircraft hangar than it is an actual purpose-built arena. I don't think that's a purpose-built arena at all. I think it's been converted, and I mean it does well for sort of small events. Anyway, then we had oh yes, Kev Sims and Popek Rack, who apparently is some sort of a foreign rapper. And I wasn't too interested in whether I saw that or not, but I did manage to catch the end, and he actually did quite well on that. You have to see Brad Pickett to appreciate just how good he is. I think I would have to say the following match, which was Paul Reed and Brad Pickett, that went the full distance in the end, was Fight of the Night, certainly. It was very good indeed. I enjoyed that one. Mark Goddard, bless his heart. They announced he had the Cage Rage record of 0-2, and his MMA record in total is only 7-6. So you know, he was quite moving in his pre-fight ramble, which Cage Rage go quite heavily on. They still go quite heavily on the women that are sort of pole dancing without poles, given half an excuse. And there was a team of about 20, maybe more, and it was quite funny because I actually saw them all come in. I got there before a lot of the people arrived, and this whole team of about 20, 30 young, scantily clad women turned up, and I thought, oh my goodness, I wonder what they are. And then it struck me that they were the ring girls. So there we are. Yeah, so back to Marc Goddard. So in the end, that his fight with Henrique Nogueira went to a draw. And it was a very interesting fight. It was very, very good, but one can't help hoping, just sort of based on some of the preamble to that, which they did. They had a preamble to each section, and they liked what they tried to do was fit each fight into sort of a half an hour block. Now, the middleweight title, which was Mark Epstein and Matt Ewin. It turns out that Matt Ewin, who is the defending champion, is one of the people that the group of people that I was in from Gloucester were supporting. Now, he did win. It took a very long time doing it, and then something kicked off. Apparently, there are at least 2 people who feel very, very strongly about trying to contest Matt Ewin for this title after he won against Mark Epstein, and there was almost an inside extra fight on the card when one of the challengers who entered the cage after the event and got a little bit close to Ewin. There was also something about the fact that the person presenting the award to Ewin was called Paul Daly, and people that I was with did not like him because apparently they felt that he was ducking somebody who was fighting later on in the card. I think it was a guy called Shay Mills. I could be wrong. Where were we? Yes, it was Shay Mills. They believe that Paul Daly is trying to avoid him, and I'm just going to check the time on that note.